What's going on, YouTube? Hello, boxing world. Welcome back to Dro Fats TV. If this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for the latest on boxing news and boxing fight predictions. Today, we got to talk about it. Canelo Alvarez, he's back in the ring May 3rd against the IBF champ, William Scull. The fight nobody asked for. However, blame it on the IBF because, after all, they're the ones who stripped Canelo of his IBF strap. William Scull, he beat Shishkin last year to become the world champion at IBF. So here we are. And we all know what world this leads to. Canelo, he needs to get back the belt to become undisputed once again, two-time undisputed at 168 pounds to set up a fight, a mega fight against Bud Crawford in September. But first things first, let's talk about this fight. Canelo Alvarez, he's set to face the IBF super middleweight champ William Scull out of Cuba May 3rd at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. You know, it's part of a 4-fight deal that Canelo signed with Riyadh season Turkey Al Sheikh. And let me go ahead and give you my fight prediction. I mean, just look at the odds. Canelo has a 93% chance of winning. He's a minus 3,000. Scull is a plus 1,300. If you're crazy enough, go ahead and put $100 on Scull. If you win, if he pulls off the upset of one of the biggest upsets in boxing history, you'll win $1,300 for betting $100. Go ahead and be crazy enough to do that. I'm not doing that, and I'm not recommending that shit. But if you want to take a chance, go for it. But I'm here to tell you, man, William Scull, he can actually box though. He could box his ass off. He doesn't have any power though. He has absolutely no power, but he is a very good boxer, man. But you know how Canelo's gonna do. Canelo's gonna walk him down, body shots, liver shots, the Mexican liver shot. He's gonna beat the shit out of him, man. And actually, he's gonna send a message. Everyone's saying Canelo hasn't knocked nobody out in over 4 years since he destroyed what's his name, Caleb Plant, Sweet Hands Plant. He hasn't knocked nobody else in over 4 years, and I truly believe he's gonna send a message. He's gonna do a good job cutting off the ring, going to the body a lot to slow down the legs of William Scull, and eventually he's gonna wear him down, beat him down, get him up against the ropes. You know he likes to leave his jab hand out there to make sure your bitch ass don't go nowhere, and he's gonna beat down William Scull in Saudi Arabia. I don't think this will go to the championship rounds. I got Canelo finishing off Scull by the 9th round. Maybe it gets to the 10th, but no further than 10 rounds. Like I said, William Scull, he could box his ass off, so you're going to see him being a master boxer the first 4 rounds. He's probably not going to throw a lot of punches. Matter of fact, he's going to look like Charlo. Remember Charlo looked shook the first 2 rounds when he faced Canelo, barely threw any punches. In fact, Charlo only landed a total of 71 punches against Canelo. I don't see William Scull landing more than 71 punches. But this will be a good, this is good exposure for William Scull. He's really unknown to the casual, so this would be good exposure. Hopefully, Riyadh season. If he shows some heart though, he can't bitch up against Canelo. If he actually shows some heart, has points in the fight where he's willing to exchange in the middle of the ring, I do believe Riyadh season will team up with Aegon Sports, who manages and promotes William Scull. And they'll probably end up doing a Riyadh season event out there in Cuba. I remember last week they had the first professional boxing event in Cuba in over 65 years. So I think if William Scull puts on a good show, he could potentially open the floodgates to pro boxing out there in Cuba. And then we also got a pretty decent undercard. You got Martin Bakole. He's coming back against F.A. Ajagba. I'm not too sure who's going to win that fight, to be honest. I think that's a 50-50 fight. Badu Jack, the cruiserweight, I think he's the cruiserweight WBC champ. He hasn't fought in over 2 years. He has a replacement opponent, so Badu Jack should be the favorite in that one until Jai Apataya takes his belt from him later on this year. And then we got the pro debut of the Olympic standout out of Mexico, Marco Verde. He came up short in the Olympics, got the silver medal. I think he was robbed, to be honest with you, in the Olympics. But nonetheless, he's making his pro debut. He's not signed to Canelo Promotions. However, he is managed by Canelo's trainer. I can't remember his name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. He is part of Team Canelo. So he's on a big platform here, May 3rd. And then this last fight, I don't know who the hell these guys are. Hey, maybe you guys could, tell Drofats TV who the hell Brian Leon is and his opponent. So maybe I'm just not up to snuff on that one. But nonetheless, as I mentioned, I got Canelo winning by the 9th or 10th round KO victory versus William Scull to become two-time undisputed at 168 to set up the mega fight against Bud Crawford. That's all I got. These are just my thoughts and opinions, how I see the boxing world. But be sure to leave a comment down below, like the video, share with a friend of a friend, and subscribe to Drofats TV.